Gonna make a quick video here. Was listening to an audiobook. I do a lot of that. The Serpent of Venice. Pretty good so far. Funny, but no. This is the town of fucking Woooostah, Massachusetts. So I'm sure those abroad would pronounce it Worcester, but it's Worcester or Woooostah if you're from here. I don't think you'll be able to. You might be able to see the billboards. There's one for pest extermination, and you'll see it phonetically spelled out how to pronounce Woooostah. There's about 7 O's in that. It's kind of rainy today. Still on my way up to Hollis, as noted in a previous video. There's been some construction going on through here. Hopefully hopefully they've cleared that up. But as you can see from the multitude of brake lights up there, it doesn't look like that's the case. If I recall, it's going to be these right 2 lanes coming to an end and moving down to just 1 lane. And whenever that happens, everyone loses their shit, because the concept of getting into a lane before there's cones under your bumper is alien to people. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's going to be these right 2 lanes ending, unless they've decided to switch things up with no warning. Because if you note, there's been no signs as of yet saying that there's lane closures. But again, as noted in one of my previous videos, I run the same area a lot, so usually I have pretty good recall about where the lane closures and things are. I should have just stayed on the Massachusetts Turnpike down to the 495 instead of taking the 290 up through Worcester. I'm an idiot, wasn't thinking too far into my audiobook to give a damn. But I guess it doesn't really matter. It's the weekend. These loads that go up to the Poland Springs plants up in Maine, they don't usually care if you're there a little bit late or something. My appointment's for 11. Might get there by 12 or so, but delivering this in Hollis, and then I guess I have to go up to Poland Springs, the actual Poland Springs, pick up a load there, and that goes over to Schenectady, New York for tomorrow evening. But I guess this video isn't going to be too long. I was hoping to be able to show you all me traveling through Woooostah at reckless speeds. But it looks like this video is going to be predominantly the ass end of a Kia. So nothing more exciting than watching traffic. I mean, the only thing more exciting than watching traffic is actually being in it. But I suppose that's like fishing videos or golf. I probably shouldn't have gone into 5th. I guess I'll give a rundown on my truck then some. It's a 10-speed international. I know as far as like big trucks go, internationals, intertractionals, intersmassionals, whatever the fuck you want to call them. I don't besmirch my poor truck with such things. It's international. Her name is Lula Bell. It's a reference to a Pink Floyd album, and I like cows, so her name is Lula Bell. She's a 10-speed. few of you left in the world that drive manual cars. I know those only go up to like 5. I actually don't know how to drive a manual car. 18-wheelers, the gearing is different. You can float gears, you can recover gears. I guess, should I get any comments saying what the hell is floating gears? When upshifting, I'm in 3rd right now. I'm in 4th. I didn't even use the clutch. You just take it out of gear and put it in the gear you need to be in. And I'm sure in this video or the last one, you'd hear regular squeaking or want to get up there, Florida? This sound here. You can't hear it right there. It's my clutch. I only really use the clutch to downshift. Move into a lower gear. I've never heard tell otherwise. You generally start in 2nd if you're loaded. These big trucks, they don't stall out when you let off the clutch. The engine is strong enough that you just have to let off the clutch and the engine strength will pick it up by itself. So, but I actually start in 3rd quite a bit. This load I picked up from the other guy the other night, or last night. It's only 44,000, so relatively light compared to what I normally haul. So I could start in 3rd just fine. 2, also, I'm sure in this video and the last one, you heard a fair bit of grinding as well. When in traffic like this, I stir the pot. Well, no, that's not stirring the pot. There's a driver term for grinding gears. That happens a bit. Trying to, in the lower gears, it's a lot harder to accurately gauge what gear you should be in. So, splitting the difference between 3rd and 4th, I'll sometimes throw it into 3rd when it's still a little too high on the RPMs and grind them a little bit. Other than that, like I said, this looks like it's going to be a video about me talking about my truck and traffic. And Florida not getting the fuck up there. And also too, I guess you'll notice a lot in either these videos or other trucker related videos. Trucks are other trucking companies, like if you've got your CV on or whatnot, your name is the company you drive for. I see US Express up in front of me. It's kind of around the end of that white trailer there in the right lane. So if I were to want to call him up on the radio, I'd say, hey, US Express. If you're just asking indiscriminately of other drivers, it's driver. But if you see the actual company or you're trying to get a hold of a particular truck, you call them by the company name. So, same thing goes for cars a lot of the time. I don't know if other drivers, but I at least, you're either your model of your car or your license plate if it's something distinguishing. Like in this sea of Massachusetts and Connecticut, I've got Florida in front of me. So, until I manage to shake, it's probably, I can see their big thick glasses, it's an oldie. An old person from Florida, who'd have thunk? But, so for the time being, Florida here in front of me is gonna drive like an old person. You know, I understand one of the rules of, I don't know, trucking or driving in general is you want to be able to leave yourself an out, which means don't follow so close to somebody that should their vehicle no longer start, you can't get out from around them. That's really a big truck thing. When I'm behind a car in traffic like this, and there's like 50 feet between them and the car in front of them, all you're doing is allowing fuckers to merge in and fuck us all up even more. Fill that fucking gap, please. We're all only doing 7 miles an hour. If you can't safely bring your vehicle to a stop in 50 feet at 7 miles an hour, you maybe need to stop playing on Facebook when you're driving. Come on, Grandpa, get up there. Still haven't even seen any signs saying the lanes are closed, but I do know that they're closed unless this is some Saturday morning fuckery with an accident. Somebody playing on Facebook when they're driving. Not that I would ever do that. Because then really I don't really use Facebook that much. I've sort of run out of things to say now. Drive a 10-speed, international. Her name is Lulabelle. It's a reference to a Pink Floyd CD. I'm listening to an audiobook. I do a lot of listening to audiobooks. I talk to myself a lot too. I mean, I talk to my wife on the phone, but like I said, 11, 14-hour days. You can only do so much telephone conversation with the same person. So, until I can start dredging up some other fuckers to give me phone calls once in a while, I talk to myself a lot. And like I said in the previous video, I've got a handful of different voices or personalities, I guess it would be. You all might have heard an old lady or an old person sounding voice on the Tappan Z video. That's not really what the old lady voice sounds like. That was rather impromptu at the time. It's more of a, think of like an old lady from Florida. An old lady from Florida with purple hair and smokes too much. You know, one of these voices. And her husband's name is probably Morty. You know. Jesus, Morty, you're driving too fast. You're gonna get us killed. And then there's the scared old people, the scared old ladies whose friend's name is usually Ethel.
Jesus, Ethel. Slow down, Ethel. All of these hooligans out here. Jesus, we're gonna get raped.
Well, I'm not going to grace you all with all of the voices, but I might occasionally switch into them depending on the mood. They're usually mood specific, situational. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and end this one because hey, get out of here, stupid fuck. I'll end this one. I don't really have too much to say, and as unique as this me making videos thing is, I don't want to wear my welcome thin by hundreds and hundreds of useless videos. So, I'm sure if the traffic lets up here, eventually, I'll try to make another video or something. Peace.